It's Gnome of the Month, Gnome of the Month,
Gnome of the Month! Boo! Boo! Check your boobies! Pink hat for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Don't forget to get your mammogram. Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome back to my channel. This is Nova at Nova Gnome Creations, and you have decided to click on this video for Gnome of the Month. Woo! So if you're new here, welcome. And if you're not here, new here. If you're not new here, welcome back. And if you don't know what Gnome of the Month is, every month, starting last month, so we haven't been doing it for very long, I make a gnome, I make a gnome, and I get on here on the first Saturday of the month, and I show you guys the gnome pattern that I've chosen. And I talk about it, and we get all excited, and then I don't show you anything all month about my gnome. Then the last Saturday of the month, I get on here and I unveil the gnome and any gnomes that you guys have sent in. So because I have a very gnomey community, because you guys are my gnomies, a lot of you guys also like to make gnomes or wanted to make a gnome but never had. So you guys are sending in pictures of your gnomes to my email, which is in my description box if you would like to join in for next month. And then at the end of showing you guys my gnome, I put in a beautiful little montage of your gnomey creations. So anybody is welcome to join. This is a community, open community collab. So any of my community members can send me their gnomes. Let me know what name you would like me to share with it. If you have any info, like a pattern or just like a little blurb, whatever you would like me to share along with your picture or pictures, you can send in a few. I don't mind having a few. If you send me 20, I'll have to pick a couple. But send in your pictures. I will put those in there, and then we can all sit down and enjoy some gnomey goodness together. So if you were here already, you may have seen at the first Saturday of the month when I showed you guys my pattern that I chose. I'm gonna insert a picture over here of the gnome that I chose to make from the pattern, and the pattern will be linked in the description if you're interested in it. It was an Etsy pattern, and it is this gnome with the spider on the hat and the little skull hanging off the hat. Super, super cute, and I was very excited to do this gnome. So are you guys ready to see how the gnome came out? All right, here we go.
It's Gnome of the Month, Gnome of the Month,
Gnome of the Month. There we go. So here is my gnome of the month for October. I wanted it to be spoopy, and I wanted to change it up a little bit because, I mean, you have to change it up a little bit in true Nova fashion. So I went with a sugar skull instead of a regular skull. And I am really happy with how that came out. It's got a little flower on the side of its head. It's got the little, like, floral sugar skull eyes going on, and I double-stranded some white with some sparkly but like soft colors so that it's not too much, you know. I think it looks so good. I am so happy with it. And look at the little spooter. I did that in some sparkly yarn as well. And the beard I did with a fluffy sparkly yarn. I don't know if my ring light is possibly not making it so that the white just kind of blows up. Let me adjust the brightness. Actually, I can adjust the warmth of my light. Does that help? Sort of? Okay, it definitely did. But here is me turning down the light so that I know that it doesn't blow it up. Let's see. There you go. Now you can see the texture on that beard. So it is a fuzzy white yarn, and it is crocheted, so I don't know if you can see, but there are all the little crochet stitches. And here is the body, which I did with this navy tweed yarn from Hobby Lobby. I love it. I love how it's like a nice solid dark color, but then all of these little speckles of the rainbow. So here is our gnome. Let me know what you guys think. I'm so happy with it. It's so cute. So here is our gnome, and I'm gonna try to pull up my info from my handy dandy crochet makes book at the same time, and you can see my lovely pumpkin bookmark from the tutorial that I posted. By the way, if you want to get in on this and you've never made a gnome before and you're looking for a beginner friendly tutorial, I do have a beginner friendly gnome tutorial that I made just recently. Actually, I have two. That way you can make a gnome and I walk you through it. I hold your hand and we face it together because I made it very beginner friendly. I explain everything. So I will have the link to the tutorial to make your own gnome. And I will also have a link to the tutorial to make a pocket gnome if you want to make a little gnome. So my pocket gnome is this size. So little. Look, it could be like a baby gnome to go with the parent gnome. Adorable. So there's a tutorial for this one if you want to make one, and there's also a tutorial for a slightly bigger one that has arms and stuff. And like I said, I walk you through all of it. That little gnome, we crochet the beard. The other gnome, the full-size gnome, we like put it into the face, and then I also show you how to brush it if you're wanting a brushed beard. If you're not wanting a brushed beard, then you don't have to brush it and you can just have yarny beard. Okay, so I've got the details pulled up. All right, so I used a 3.5 hook. The pattern is Gnome with Skull and Spider by Muffycorn on Etsy, and like I said, that will be linked in the description. I used, for the heart, Red Heart Super Saver Bright Stripe, and it gave a perfect striping effect, exactly what I wanted. It really got like every color in there, so that was super exciting because you know that does not always happen. Sometimes it's like, oh, striping yarn, and I only hit one color the whole time. The body is I Love This Yarn in Navy Tweed, and like I said, that I Love This Yarn is Hobby Lobby store brand. And then the spider is in Lion Brand Sparkle Mandala in Aquila, the shade Aquila. And that one does have like color changes in it, but I did it all in one shade out of there. So that's the shade that it happened to be. The skull is I Love This Yarn in I Love This Yarn Sport in white. And Yarn Bee Sugar Wheel Cotton spun in Pretties Please. Try to focus you on that so you can really see it. This is sparkly, but it does not look like it comes through as sparkly. Let me change my brightness back up and maybe it'll catch the sparkles now that we're not looking at the beard. Oh, there you go. Awesome. Now you can see the sparkles. There you go. Okay. So I Love This Yarn Sport, white, and then I double stranded it with Pretties Please, which is a sparkly sugar wheel cotton spun, which is a Yarn Bee yarn from Hobby Lobby. I double stranded those together, and I still used my 3.5 hook, so it is super tightly crocheted. And then this blue is also from that Pretties Please. The green and the yellow, it's like a striping yarn, and then the blue is also from it. And then this was just I Love This Yarn black, and then this is still more of that Pretties Please. Same with the flower is that Pretties Please. And the embroidery detailing is just black I Love This Yarn. So there is that, and now that you can see the sparkles, let's show you the spider again. So beautiful! Alright. And then, let's see. The beard was Yarn Bee Lush Loft White, which is a discontinued yarn that I got on clearance. When I got this yarn on clearance, I came home and I used it, let's see. Oh, you can't really see it right now because of the pumpkin spice latte in front of it, but this cat right here, I used the that Lush Loft White for its feet, its paws, and its muzzle. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect for simulating fur. So I went back and I bought like a bunch more of them. So I think I have like 4 skeins of this, and they're just like little skeins. They're like very small little skeins, but I really like this for simulating fur and apparently for simulating beards now too. And then the nose is just a Big Twist value yarn. I have long lost the ball band for this, so I'm not sure what shade it is, but if you go on Joann's website and look at their Big Twist value yarns, just look for this shade. It's kind of a, I don't know what to call it, like a very light tan, maybe. It's not white. I don't know, like a canvas color kind of? I'm not sure. But that is the yarns that I used in this. Oh, and the hands are, I love this yarn? Oh, these were a scrap yarn, actually. I had like a little scrap ball of white, but I'm pretty sure that they're either Red Heart Super Saver white or I love this yarn white, worsted weight. So there is all of the yarns I used in our Gnome of the Month. And I am super happy with how he came out. Here's a little 360 view for you guys. And something really cool that I liked about this pattern is the way that you work it up. You start at the tip of the hat and work your way down. And then, believe it or not, you don't have to sew the body on to the hat. You actually work right off of the hat and work the body like off of the hat. So I thought that that was really cool. I didn't expect that when I started doing it. I was like, wait, oh, this is really nice. And I did not have the arms made up already, so I didn't crochet them in. But this is totally a pattern where you could crochet them in as you go. I love to do that if I have the foresight to do it, where I just make the arms first and then I crochet the arms in. What? Oh, I just crochet the arms in as I go. So if you've never tried that, that's something I would totally recommend trying, because it is very cool. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed our Gnome of the Month this month, and I hope everybody is doing awesome. Hubby is singing Gnome of the Month in the background. I hope everybody is doing awesome and that you guys stay tuned for the montage of gnomes that you guys have sent in. Thank you so much to my gnomies who sent in gnome pictures this month. I love you all and I love your gnomes. Thank you so much for sharing. And I will see you guys on the first Saturday of next month to pick our new Gnome of the Month. And don't forget, like I said, if you guys want to get in on this, my email is in the description box and you can start sending me your gnome pictures whenever you want and I will include them in the next video. All right, bye guys.